evolution. So stupid. La 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 la.
Welcome to the truth. It is about Darwin's theory of evolution, aka theory of evolution. Today, I'm going to prove why theory of evolution is inevitably stupid, not to mention wicked. Please keep watching. Here is why. It does not need a science degree to understand it, but some science knowledge plus mathematics accordingly. Because I found after my own research related to the theory of evolution that even some so-called scientists or professors are also bad at mathematics.
Here we go. Another revelation. Don't trust them all. Don't trust them all. Don't trust them all.
As you go through this video, you will also agree this, for their level of understanding speaks for itself. However, for the viewer's sake, I'm going to make it as short and simple as possible in order not to be a boring lecture. Yes, it is not a lecture, but a revelation. Thus, please don't argue in the manner that can't see the forest for the trees by overwhelming, unproductive argument and misunderstandings taken out of the context.
Wow, it is too scary. Scary. He's now too serious.
Let's start with the famous
Actually, notorious. Notorious.
scientific experiment which became the ultimate everlasting foundation for the claim of creation out of nothing. The most famous one is called Miller-Urey experiment 1952, and thereafter several attempts were made, making no difference from the original. Let's calculate the period scientists have been working on the subject. 2019 minus 1952 is equal to 67 years. Please take a note that it is during 67 years. During 67 years, no advancement so far.
Haha. During 67 years, no big difference were made, really?
What are those scientists making something like a vinegar out of carbon dioxide, methane, and ammonia? Let's see them in the picture. From something like into vinegar or acetic acid, no more complex than vinegar was made yet by various scientists, even under such high controlled laboratory conditions. After many arduous attempts, they were more than gelatin.
For what? I can't understand.
That's all the evidence taught all of us in schools and media to read to the religion of theory of evolution. Do you know how more complex a single cell is than single DNA molecule alone? Do you know how more complex the single DNA molecule is than the legendary Ferrari F12 Borinletta? Single strand of DNA molecule is made up of 3 billion pairs of ACTG, aka base pairs. Again, these 4 bases are called ACTG. For example, G is called guanine is much more complex than vinegar molecule. It looks like this, whereas the legendary Ferrari F12 Borinetta is merely made up of 30,000 parts, that's all. The relative complexity of guanine to vinegar is more than 500 times. The number of atoms are doubled, but the complexity is exploding.
Warning, warning. It became like a boring math.
If you are good at mathematics and chemistry, especially quantum chemistry and chemical reaction dynamics, or you may get the picture clearly and agree with this.
But I don't know all of them.
Let's calculate this. 30,000 parts of the Ferrari divided by 67 years and 500 times is equal to almost 1. This means that the difficulty of making single DNA molecule by chance during 3 billion years is equal to that of making the legendary Ferrari by chance during 1 year.
Oh, my eyes are glazing over now.
Do you know what this means? If you believe single DNA can be made by chance during 3 billion years, you must also believe the legendary Ferrari F12 Berlinetta should be built on your backyard by chance after 1 year. Therefore, as 67 years has passed, those believing scientists must have tons of such dream cars on their backyard by now.
What? They are liars or bad at math. Indeed.
And on top of this, a single cell is far more complex than single DNA. And one of such single cell organism is merely a bacteria. And you yourself is far more complex than a single cell bacteria. Now you come to understand how stupid Darwin's theory of evolution is.
Oh no! I am caught kidding.
Thank you for watching. In the next video, I'm going to show you about the toxicity of Darwin's theory of evolution. Thus, please subscribe not to miss out the next video. Thank friends.